Welcome back. December 29th, 11:54 a.m. District Court. Defendant lobby number 5. So, sweetie! You have to believe me, I didn't go anywhere near the crime scene. So, then, where were you when the murder took place? We talked about it yesterday, remember? I was in the ringmaster's room. And while you were there, it was the ringmaster who left the room, right? Exactly! He told me to wait in the room because he would be right back. That's where the ringmaster's headed for the scene of the crime, right? That's what it seems like. But the ringmaster must have been wearing Max's costume, right? Oh, sweetie, I just remembered. I went straight to the ringmaster's room still dressed in my stage clothes. But when I got there, I went ahead and took off the costume off. Which means... It means that the ringmaster could have taken his costume and went looking at like Max. Fabulous! That's a fabulously possibility. Well done, Nick. However, sweetie, why would the ringmaster want to dress up like me? Isn't that a bit strange? If you think about it, all they found at the crime scene was my sick, ill cat. What about my cloak? Where did that go? Double Well, Max, I never thought of it. You should be a detective or something. Well, I was never quite sure what to be when I grew up. Magician or president? You have no idea how hard it was to make a decision. That's really cool. Fabulous. This mystery just keeps getting deeper. Now, everyone is back. Let's get started. The court is now in session. Tentacles, you are to stay there until I give the order. I will not push the button. Now, Miss Von Comma, please proceed with the prosecution's case, and I'm tired of your whip. Very well. Well, I will now call my next witness, a pitiful clown with the unfortunate distinction of having seen the entire thing. Well, Mr. Lawrence Curls, please take the stand. He seems like a stooge. Why did she just call him a pitiful clown? Well, the witness will state his name and occupation for the court record. It was kind of an outfit. I was born and raised. Name and occupation. Will the witness please inform the court why he is speaking in autobiographical gibberish? I'm sorry. What? I'm just not used to being in court. I've never been in a courtroom in my life. What? I wasn't quite sure what joke is best suited for this occupation. What in the world are you talking about? You're in a grand hall of justice, not in some comedy club. Since it's easy to see your occupation, please state your name for the court. Oh yeah, maybe this joke is okay. Mom, do I have to wear pants? The sign says no shirt, no shoes, no service. Okay, how about this? Have you seen my proctologist, Dr. Seymour Butts? How's that one? But a couple... Your name. That's the whips will keep on striking. Lawrence Curls, professional funny man, also known as Mo the Clown. Please stop whipping. You witnessed the scene around 10:15 p.m. the day of the murder, correct? Yes, it is. What? Very well, Mr. Curls. Will you please testify what you saw that evening? A rabbi, a piece of... Without the humor, please. Okay. What? Oh, poor Mo can't be his normal stoogey self in the court. He needs 3 of them, or 2 more of him, to really strike it up. I know. I'm not the greatest comedian in the world. What? I haven't been able to make people laugh for 10 years. No matter what I say, all I get in return is vacant stare and polite applause. Since no one ever laughs at my jokes, I've taken to laughing at them myself. It's a bad habit, but hey, at least I'm trying. Imagine my predicament. I'm a clown who can't make people laugh. I'm almost useless. But I keep trying. I even tried to come up with jokes just for today. But the atmosphere is very nerve-wracking. I've decided to try to make everyone laugh. Seriously, everyone. What do you think of me? How am I doing? What? Aren't we the ones supposed to be asking the questions here? Witness? Huh? What? We will listen to your call for help after the court procedures. Thus, please stick to the facts of the case. Ready? You'll hear me out? What? Well, I'll make sure that one of my staff will listen to you. Be your straight man later. Thank you. I can't wait. What? Poor Gumshoe. Yeah, it's probably Gumshoe that's going to be listening to the jokes. Well, now that that's settled, shall we begin once again with the testimony? Of course we can. I'll talk as long as you want. What? The night of the murder, after practice was over, I went straight back to my room. What? You have no idea how tired I was that night. I was pooped, I say. Pooped. What? I thought I'd go straight to sleep, but before I did, I glanced out the window. Then I saw 2 silhouettes. They were a bit too far away, though. It was the ringmaster, and he was with Max, who was wearing his cloak. I kept watching them, and all of a sudden Max clung to the ringmaster over the head. What? Well, it's very interesting. You know, if this eyewitness's account is to be believed, I have enough to pass judgment, right? No! But I don't. We need that. Of course you can. There's no way this account can be criticized. However, the witness is a bit, how do you say, off-kilter? Almost like he has some sort of atmosphere of guilt surrounding him. What? That must be because of my unsincere smile. What? Mr. Wright, please again, the defense's cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Nick, you've got to find some kind of contradiction in this testimony. I know that. Mr. Wright! Your Honor. I'm afraid that if you push the witness too far, it would bring disaster upon the court. Thus, I sincerely hope you are not going to engage in pointless saber rattling. I hear that's also an adorable cat. The name of a cat. I understand, Your Honor. If you cause the clan to straight from the fact that I'll hold you responsible. Why am I funny jokes? You just happened to glance out the window? You could say that. You could also say I peeked it and stared, glimpsed, peeped, eyeballed. Mr. Curls? Oh, I'm guessing synonyms aren't allowed either. What should I do? Press harder. Exactly why did you look out of your window that night? Why? Friends don't need a reason to look out their windows, do they? What? It's not what I meant. I meant that, well, when we spoke yesterday, you said something intriguing. Once I tucked myself into bed, I heard this amazing noise. It was incredibly loud. What? It sounded like a giant thump. What? Oh yeah, I almost forgot about that. What? You forgot? It, clown? Your Honor, the witness looked out of his window upon hearing a loud sound. He did not just simply glance out of his window that night. Oh yeah, that's right. What? Forgot to mention that thump, didn't I? Ow! That's not something you just forget to mention. Yeah, what she said. As long as you're not whipping me or the judge. Judge, if she whips you again, please penalize her. Very well. Oh, and very well, Mr. Curls, please revise your testimony. This should be. Hold it. What did it sound like? Well, I guess it was kind of it sounded like, I guess you could say, Mr. Curls, may I remind you, may the court remind you that humor is unnecessary. Oh, what? How do you know I was going to make a joke? I guess that sound sounded like I suppose it sounded like someone getting hit overhead with something very hard. Yeah, that's what it sounded like, honestly. Someone getting hit? Oh? What? Then you went to the look outside the window you saw. You said you saw the ringmaster get conked over the head? Yes, I did. It was the climax of my story. He really does enjoy the complete random sequitur. From what would you say the victim was struck with? You mean the weapon? I have no idea. A weapon wasn't found at the murder scene, right? That's not what I meant. You did say you did see everything, didn't you? Well, yeah, I suppose I did. Wait, no, I didn't. I didn't see a weapon. Mo, did you or did you not see the crime of murder committed that night?
Objection!
I will not permit you to harass my witness in that manner. You better have an excellent reason for attacking this poor clown. Because if you don't, you know what will be waiting for you. A nice penalty. Shit. This is it. Well, Mr. Wright. Do we have any clear basis? Of course I do. He didn't see shit. I've got a good reason to. And I suppose you will be telling us that great reason? He didn't see shit. This is a very own testament. What is the meaning of this, Mr. Wright? You heard it sound like a thump of someone getting hit. He did say that. However, Mo just stated the following under oath. I kept watching them, and all of a sudden, Mo clunked to a master over the head. Aha! If Mo is to be believed, when he said he looked out the on hearing a sound, then there's no way he could have seen seen Max clonk anyone. In 1972, clown popped in. Mr. Curls, how do you respond to Mr. Wright's assessment? They didn't come out clowns that promptly escaped from a maximum security clown car. Mr. Combs, why are you I think the Z team's theme to anger this court? No. I was on for time while I jogged my memory. What? Good job, Nick. These types of witnesses always seem to have a selective memory. You just have to peel back the layers of the clown makeup to find the truth. Well, you're back from your jog? Well, it pretty much happened the way I said. Pretty much. When I looked out the window that night, the ringmaster was already face down in the snow. The prosecution helped me fill in the gaps in my statement. Von Karma. Tampering with the witnesses again. So now you're saying you did not see the defendant clonk the ringmaster? Penalty on you, Miss Von Karma. Yes. When I looked out my window, the ringmaster already checked out. Checked out? Yep, he went on permanent vacation. You say, what? Mr. Curls, Your Honor? You did not witness the actual crime. However, you did say you saw the criminal. Correct? The ringmaster, how it's slumped over, and I saw someone's silhouette next to him. Very well, please testify to this silhouette you saw. I expect the truth. And if I can't even catch a hint of a joke from you, I will put you into a holding cell until you learn court etiquette. You got it? And that holding cell, will be in close confinement to Tentacles here. Got it. Please let me laugh for a little bit, though. It was a bit far away, but that shadow could have only been along to Max. There's no doubting it, since I saw his uppity symbols. Silk hat, that black cloak, they were all there. His face silhouetted, but there's no doubt that it was him. His cloak was fluttering in the wind, so I couldn't see what he was carrying. It does seem as if the defendant was at the scene of the crime. It took that clown long enough to get his facts straight. But whatever, this should be finally be good enough, yes? It is a decisive justice. Was Max really at the crime scene that night? He said he wasn't there. We have to believe him. All right, Mr. Wright. Commence your cross-examination. You said black floating hat. I smell a missing piece of contradiction. Where was the flower? Where were the flowers? I suppose that the silk hat and that cloak, right? Wah-ha! Mo, everybody knows the Maximilian Galactica has 3 uppity symbols. 3 symbols? Yeah, everybody, get ready, all together now! Silk hat, cloak, white roses! What the? Who cares that if he knew that there were 3, not... He said what he saw. He saw, 3 the symbols, he forgot to mention 1. Isn't that alright, Mo? Do you like... If yeah, a response with the whole truth, no fractions. Order, order! Mo, you didn't see the roses, did you? To be honest, there weren't any roses on the person I saw. The crime scene was dark. It's obvious it was too dark to see that kind of... But the witnesses said he was able to see the silhouette of the criminal's face. Not to mention that the roses are white. There's no way he could have missed them. Then the roses must have fallen off when the defendant assaulted the victim. If that was the case, then the police would have found them near the crime scene. Mr. Wright, are these white roses truly material to the facts of this case? Clearly not. He's just toying with this court. Yeah, and what about Trilo? He said he saw them. Significant facts never failed lead me to the truth yet. Someone that is toying with this court, but it's certainly not me. Your Honor, do you recall Trilo's testimony? There's no way I could have missed like someone wearing those 3 ridiculous symbols. How could you take someone with that crazy getup and his nose stuck up so high? How could you take someone wearing such a snobby 3? Get out! Ah! Trilo saw them all. Trilo saw all 3 of Max's symbols. However, the witness claims there were no white roses on the person he saw. There are obviously no doubts that this is a contradiction. Now that I'm supposed to think, one is supposed to disregard this pointless, but this, Judge, forget the roses. think about the other testimony. The witness has already stated without a doubt he saw Maximilian go. Nothing else matters. Let's wrap up this case now. Your Honor, it may be trivial, but it does cast doubt on the prosecution's case. Frankly, I have my doubts about the witness. It seems like that, unlike wine, this witness has not grown more mature with age. I'm not mature. I've come to a conclusion. I'm 99% this witness saw the defendant. However, my remaining 1% of doubt is quite reasonable. Which means for my peace of mind, I'm going to require a bit more testimony. What? If there are no contradictions in his next statement, I am prepared to issue a ruling. Nick, this is your last chance. There's no doubt in my mind there was no white roses in, that night. Waha! However, all the other symbols were there. I'm equally sure of that. Especially that silk hat. There's no way I could forget seeing the decorations on it. He was wearing it the entire time he was on the scene. Mr. Wright, you have one chance at this. One chance? I will not allow you even the slightest hint of badgering against this witness. He's already pitiful enough. If you are going to prove to me there's a contradiction with Mr. Curl's statement, better at least have a shred of evidence to back up your accusations. I understand, Your Honor. One chance is all I need. I think we got a piece of proof that was found at the crime scene. This wouldn't happen to be the silk hat you saw that night, was it? Yep, that's it. That's the hat he was wearing that night. What? No question in your mind? Exactly how would one mistake a thing like that? I see. Is there something, a sort of problem, Mr. Wright? Miss Von Karma? Where exactly was this silk hat found? Must you always ask these questions? It was found at the crime scene. Oh, wait. The crime scene? That means... The silk hat fell off at the crime scene. However, the witness clearly testified to the contrary. The witness stated that he was wearing the hat, wearing it the entire time that he was on the scene. No, it's not true! Waha, waha, waha. Order, Mr. Curls? Yes, Your Honor. What is the meaning of all of this? You are old enough to know better than to behave like this in court. Hey, that's not right. That's so harsh. What? What's not right here is your eyesight and your memory, amongst other things. Why are you being so mean to me? What did I do? What? Let me guess, you didn't like my jokes or something, right? You didn't have to go and insult my eyesight and my memory. They're both great. Seriously, just because you don't... Get out. I'm still younger than you. Wah! Sob, sob. Enough of these childish outbursts, Mr. Curls. Who do you think you are? I saw him. I swear I saw him. It was Max. Even if it didn't have his roses, it was still wearing his dumb silk cock. I'm telling the truth. He's turned into a bratty little kid. It's pitiful, isn't it? He left the scene wearing that dumb silk cock. He was there. Left the scene. I've been mulling over for a while now. Mo? What do you want? He said he left the scene. Exactly how did the murderer leave the scene? What? He went... What do you mean, how did he leave the crime scene? You can't ask me that. Mr. Phoenix Wright is badgering the witness, Your Honor. The witness's testimony is full of holes. Miss Von Karma Miss Von Karma's protest is useless. You have a point. Let's hear what the witness has to say on the matter. Is it all right with you, little guy? Don't talk to me like I'm a baby. What? Besides, what kind of stupid question is how did he leave the crime scene? The answer is obvious. He just turned around and walked away. What I expected you to say. You sure that's how it happened? Are you sure? Yes. Say what? Oh, I'm not sure I know what exactly you're going on with this. Lawyers nowadays sure love to harp on the smallest things. Do you have any proof to counter how he's left the crime scene? Let's see. Oh, yep. Yep. He can't... there couldn't be any footprint. There'd be footprints if he walks. Take a look. The problem is the footprints in the snow. Footprints? In the photo, we can clearly see the footprints of the victim. However, where are the criminal's footprints? They aren't there. So, Mo, exactly how did the criminal escape the scene? Your Honor, the witness has already proven his testimony is unreliable. I move to strike all of the witness's testimony from the court record. I agree. This clown's testimony is rickety as a clown car and he came in. Wait, just a second. The guys can't just ignore everything I said. Fine. I'll tell you the truth this time. I think you've said more than enough for today. That didn't hurt. I'm sick and tired of listening to you anyways. I'll give you the deal this time, I swear. Don't know why, but I have a feeling, but you get the feeling things are going to get way worse before they get better. I'm gonna need coffee. A lot of coffee. Maybe some on your face's backs. Mr. Lawrence Curls? Yes, what? The testimony you've provided up to now has been it hasn't been false. I haven't lied. It's just what? Just I was a bit confused about the criminal leaving the scene, especially since Von Karma in her whip told me not to talk about what I really saw. What penalties for you, Miss Von Karma? You will be sweating in penalties until the end of time at this rate. Order. How could you? Your Honor, if you heard the truth from this witness, you would have had the same exact opinion as I. What is that opinion? It's not funny. Enough out of you. I'm going to listen to what he has to say. Now then, let's hear the truth about what you saw, Mr. Chris. Hey, you're not going to believe this, but what I tell you is true. Try not to waste our time with your idiotic drivel. Now it's time for our next segment, Mo Knows. Everything I've said up to this now has been the truth, except the walking part. When I looked outside the window, the white Max store was down and Max was standing above him. He wasn't wearing his white roses, but he was wearing the silk hat. That's when I saw he flew up. So, this is truth. Now get ready for it. He flew, he jumped up and flew through the air with the greatest of ease. Flew off and disappeared into the darkness. What? That's why there were no footprints. Flying people don't leave footprints. What? I told you was it funny? Do you believe me now? Ellipses? Well, that was, how do you put this into words? Maximilian Galacta is a world-class magician, but to leave a scene of crime, by flying, there's no way that could actually... You're right. Why is she right? You believe the other witnesses. Why wouldn't you believe me, especially since it's the best part of the story? To be honest, this is the first time I've heard of a flying criminal. What do you think about this, Mr. He's telling the truth about this. Strange. I don't think would have made it up. What it means is that he's telling the truth. That's what I think. Nick, wait. He doesn't. He's actually used magic. You're right. Ow! Only a foolish looking fool could be fooled by such a foolish fool's foolish dream. Don't be ridiculous. Magic does not exist. I suppose I will let you all on my thinking regarding this matter. The criminal disappeared into the sky. I'd love to believe that, but I just can't wrap my head around how that could actually happen. You imbecile! If you disregard the need for proof, Miss Von Karma's case is sound. However, I've got this feeling that this case is in dire need of more investigation. Thus, I will conclude today's proceedings at this point. An undisputed fact that the criminal left no footprints at the scene. Tomorrow, I wanted us to find out the reason behind the mystery of mysteries. I believe that that's enough for today. Court is adjourned. December 29th, 2:33 p.m. District Court, defendant number 5. Hey, sweeties! What in the world is going on? That's what I want to know. They said the criminal flew off into the air and disappeared. Max, I can't believe I'm asking for this. You didn't fly that night, did you? I know that you didn't mean to ask me such a fabulously stupid question. I can't fly whenever I please. It's not that easy. But you look so effortless for you on stage. So that's a loophole. I'm not actually flying on stage. I'm using invisible wires that have them hoist me through the air. Here, sweetie. Wow, you just told me the secret to your magic. No, I broke the first rule of the cardinal rule. The only rule. I'm sorry, Max. We made you break the magician's creed to never reveal the secret to your tricks. Nick, what do we do now? All we can do is hope that we find the flying criminal in court tomorrow. By court tomorrow. Great idea. Let's do our best to catch this sucker. I have a feeling that it's somebody that we haven't met yet. And we'll see you all in the next video.